Hi everyone, it's Rita. I'm an Akashic record reader and accessor and creator being. I'm working on a film series, or it feels like a film series, called The Revelation of You. I have the Akash opened, and I was asking about this whole, I was kind of, contemplating. I just replied to a lot of comments on the CERN share. And so I'm hearing this whole concept of the God particle is a lot more complicated than we understand. Not that we should in any way diminish our power aspect in it, but it is an aspect of co-creation that you cannot find under a microscope or by examining energy. It's part of the uniqueness of the human and other beings on other planets. So what does that mean? Like as far as co-creating, you're right in saying the more you can lean into joy, the more that you can find love and cooperation, and release any of those energies that hold you back from that, resentment, fear, any of the lower kind of frequency energies. The more that you can release those, the more you are leaning into the energy of the co-creation with this, what you want to call the God particle, which is an aspect of you. It's challenging for the human who thinks very linearly to understand their omnipotence and the integrative co-creation in your environment. We don't like to say that it's a cause and effect, because that adds to the linearity of how you perceive your reality. So I'm like, okay, so what do we do with that? you know, try to expunge the fear. Try to mitigate fear. Without disconnecting from your reality. Yes, I mean, I'm like giving them visuals, like, yes, listening to children or watching children play, going back to that essence of how you created, co-created joy in your life when you were a child is a beautiful way to do that. And that's what your master being, as Jesus, was teaching and demonstrating, because as he was able to see the childlike aspects of the people in his environment, he was co-creating an environment where people were going back to the original state of their being. In the original state of your being, your cells were not programmed. And in the original state of your being, you own the essence of your health and joy and power. Watch the little kids. See how they interrelate with each other. See how they explore in their environment with their mouth and their nose and their eyes and their hands. Try to be like that in your environment. Yes, as your planet is accelerating back into its original alignment, More energies are coming forward, so you will start to see the energy around things more. You will see things in the sky that have always been there, but you were not vibrating at a high enough level. Rita remembers that a number of years ago, NASA said there was a planet just outside our solar system that could sustain life. That planet has always been there, but as your planet vibrates higher, you will see and experience more and more. Everything will be vibrating higher. Drink more water. Put more electrolytes in your body so your cells can fire and see more. Own your creative, co-creative aspect as an aspect of what you want to call the God particle. Do not give these other organizations your power. You have the power through this aspect of the way you co-create in your reality. Rita's standing in front of a painting that a friend of hers did on a star formation, or a star forming, or exploding or something. It's kind of fun to get lost in it. One of the things that you can do as a meditative practice is to go into your cells and talk to your body to release the programming. Rita's been playing with this command, direct, compel. That's the way you talk to your cells. So you command, direct, and compel them to be unprogrammed, to shine, to own that level of the essence of you. So anything else you want to share? It has been a contemplative, reflective time for many of you. That may show up differently for all of you, so don't judge. So somebody's running around, you think, oh, they're not being contemplative. So as you move into this next year, continue to own your power, look for the good in each other. If you are on this site because you feel drawn to learn the Akashic records, Rita has contemplated doing an online class that will probably be closer to the end of this next year. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. You can do a reading with Rita. So I do Akashic record readings. They're talking about exploring soul purpose work in your Akashic records. So if you want to do that, my readings are normally $175 for 60 minutes. I'll go actually into my records and I access a little bit of I ask what I need to know about you beforehand. And if you ask any of the people I've done readings with, normally they'll be like, oh yeah, so they got a message right away. And I normally don't share it at the beginning of the reading, but at some point I do. And it gives more clarity. So we can explore all sorts of things in your Akashic records. It's a place where you've been known and loved all your lifetimes. So I'm hearing it's a powerful indicator of areas to channel your energy into. Okay, is there anything else we need to know while we're in the Akasha, the Akash? Try not to figure everything out. Try to just go with the flow of your life. Try not to spend too much energy and resources trying to get something correct or right or wrong. You'll turn around one day and miss that time. Blessings and love.